Wow, we got to do this. What do you think about this? We knives, right? What is this thing? I saw this and I just thought, well, first of all, I'm kind of attracted to, more, well, I like all knives, okay? But it's really interesting when We comes out with their bargain or their less expensive knives, which I call a bargain because there's so much to them and the price is pretty reasonable compared to what you get. But this one, I looked at it, it was just, what is this? Help. I'm attacked by my microphone. What does that look like? Is that like a hawkbill? I mean, is this the Seattle Seahawks? It is, isn't it? It's something. It's crazy. There's the eye, there's the beak, or pterodactyl. I don't know, but it's very primitive looking in that way. But it's got a distinctive look to it, and I thought that's really cool. I'm not necessarily big on certain types of hawkbill knives and this and that, but this one, I don't know. It just struck my fancy, and plus it's in that G10 affordable range, linerlock ones. It's not the titanium frame lock, super expensive, which I have nothing against that, and we will review some of those. But, I mean, these are kind of fascinating. You got titanium hardware. Because they put titanium hardware on all their stuff, and they go, why should we change? You're just making a whole bunch of titanium hardware, you might as well put it on your G10 stuff too. And they do. Is that killer? And what's another cool thing is look at this G10 green handle, but then you got this gold type anode titanium. I thought it was kind of a nice contrast, kind of classy looking actually. Of course, proprietary hardware, right? D2 steel, just to say. Oh, but proprietary hardware, but, right? They give you the tool. And then you get, We Knife Company, you get the cloth, get the nice zipper pouch, you get all this like you do on the high dollar We knives. Right? But this ain't $300. This is like $100, right? $100 from Blade HQ. Okay, it's supposed to be like 118, 120. G10, 701. This is the 701B, by the way. And B, it's A would be a different color. B is the green, whatever. And satin, and then they have the partially blacked blades and stuff like that. But I got satin. I really like the satin, don't you? I think that's outstanding. 9 inches overall, 4-inch blade, and cutting edge 3.875. Pretty good thick stock there. That looks like about 4 millimeter. D2, sheep's foot, hollow grind. Did I call that hawkbill? Whatever. Sheep's foot, sorry. And pretty thick handle. And it's not real light. 5.6 ounces is not bad for a 9-inch knife, is it? And here you go, scales, 30, blah, 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 D2, titanium hardware. Tip up, blah, 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 everyday carry. Made in China. Did we say that? Made in China. We knives. Oh my God. They are killing it. I'll tell you what, they come out with a new model. What? Every time I eat dinner? I swear to God. I go and oh my God, how do you keep up with this? How many models are there? How many models? I don't know. I'm gonna say 30 at least. And this has all come in the last year and a half maybe? It's just insane. It's insane. But it's insanely good. I'll tell you what, it's scary if you're an American knife company having to compete with these Chinese guys that are making outstanding knives. Outstanding. Wow. Oh, let me grab this dog. Come on. Cut it up. Oh my God. Just incredibly nice and sharp. Really usable, really high hollow ground. grind on the blade. So you could do a lot of things. Now, you can't like, this is going to hit. So it's not like a chopper, like, because a chef's chopper would go along there. So you could, but if you had a cutting board, you know, so that you could be on the outside edge of, and, you know, regardless, you know, it's very usable. Wow. This is nice. This is meaningful jimping up here. Really, really works. But 4 inches, big knife, right? 4 inches, 9 overall. And they ain't lying. 4 inches, 10 centimeters, a little over 10 centimeters, right? And then 9 inches overall, right on the dot. 22 and a half to almost 23 centimeters. Big dog. Check this blade stock. 4 millimeters. Yeah, they ain't lying. 0.155 of an inch. What do we got here? How fat is the handle? 14.72 millimeters. 14.8. 0.57, 0.58 of an inch. So it's pretty thick. Not quite 6/10 of an inch, but when it gets to 0.55 or bigger, that's a good little handful. See how this contours? Up here, down here. Nice. G10 got traction. Got, you know, this is not real. This is not like sandpapery or anything. This is fairly smooth. Well done, beautifully milled. But I mean, you got all these little milled out pockets. I mean, there's just grip there. There is. And you've got some here. See on this liner, and it's kind of darkened. You can feel that with your finger when you're holding that blade. Okay? You can feel that. So that kind of gives you some. This gives you some. So you got that. This gives you some. And this is raised above the scale enough to give you some meaningful grip back here in your palm. Not bad. And boy, you know, you got that much left over. And my hands aren't real small, but it's a good size, you know, it's a 5-inch handle, 4-inch blade, right? Yeah. Love this titanium stuff. Pocket clip is not going to get in your way. It's there. It's stuck. It's in place. Okay, it ain't moving, but it's not taking over the whole design, which I like. You got the wee logo there. But satin grind, sharp blade. And yeah, very symmetrical grind. Looks good. The flipper tab. Check that out. You got jimping up here. And you know, how comfortable. Look at that. This is like a lazy boy recliner for your finger. Bam. Not a problem. Not a problem. Bearings are wonderful. I think these are ceramic bearings, actually. Not sure if they really say that in here. Blah, 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 blah. Nah, I don't think they said that. The other page I cut up, so can't read that anymore. But yeah, I think most of these are ceramic bearings, these knives that I've read in the past. So, you like that? I like that gold contrast. It's kind of a gold-ish, not bright yellow brassy gold. Looks this Army OD, and you know, this kind of like World War I, you know, the star, that kind of thing, in a way. I don't know, it's very Army-ish, isn't it? In a way. Very primitive looking, but I like it. I like the design. I think it's really a interesting knife. You know, and you neck down here to where, you know, it's kind of a natural grab right here. You know, you're right here at this bottleneck. That's really good for grip. And it's kind of very natural when you're coming in on this knife like here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this scale, of this handle design necessarily, but it works. I mean, from an ergonomic standpoint, wow, it works. It really does. And this is cut away just enough to where this is raised. The release on your liner lock is raised above there. So it makes it easy to release, just like that. Now, there you go. Can you gravity flip it? Yes, you can. And you know what? That's okay because you got really good bearings in here. So some of them, you don't want them to gravity flip too easy because then the detent won't hold and it won't fire out all the way. But this is so tough to not get it to fire out all the way. It's great. Can you bounce it off the stop? I guess you can. But wow, fires right out. And you know what? That's always an option to open it like that if you want. But you know what? That just doesn't bother me, even though it's probably about a 6.5 on the detent scale. Yeah, you can fail it. Yes, you can. But, I mean, don't be lazy. Just flip it. And you got a tall enough tab in the Barca Lounger position. Did we say lazy boy? Bam. Push button. I mean, or light switch, however you want to do it. Still goes, right? Goes all the way. Big blade, though. Shake it down. Nice. Whew. Hard to knock this stuff, isn't it? God. How do you not like these knives? Titanium hardware that's anodized. Beautiful colored and milled, sculpted G10 scales. Beautifully done. Hold on. One thing I was going to look at. Okay, so you've got your liners in here. So, yeah, if you ever put a magnet to it, you'll feel that through there. Okay, but you got these stainless liners in here. Extra rigidity, toughness. It's just, wow, how do you not like these knives? They are, I hate them because they're so wonderful. It's like, wow, leave room for some other knife companies to make good knives. These are so good. I mean, how many of these budget ones have I done? Like 2 or 3 others. And I'm not done yet. I know there's at least 1 or 2 more that we has in their lineup. So, wow. In fact, I'll put the link to the other 2 that I've done so you can see those as well and see how they're all different. But they're all good. And you know what I like about these especially? I like a bigger blade. So these are not like little 3.5 or 2.75 inch blade, like small. They don't make them. And it's kind of interesting. Maybe they should actually for, real discreet, easy carry, light carry during the summer. These are big dogs. I mean, these are like at least 3.75 to 4-inch blades. Crazy, which I like. I like a bigger blade. And this is a monster. This is a big old beaky monster. But you know what? Wow. Makes a great fidget flipper too, I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you, when this has to get down to work, wow, it's sharp. Great steel. Good grind. And great ergos. I mean, you fall into this. It's hard to fall out. And look at, you got a guard here. And especially when it bottlenecks up like this, I mean, it's really hard to fall out of that position. Wow. It just blows me away. It really does. Blows me away. Did we do this? See, I forget. I've weighed a knife before in my life. I may not have done this one. 5.7. Well, it's not terribly light, but it's not unacceptably heavy. 160 grams. 5.7, but it's a 9-inch knife. And the G10 has stainless liners, and then you got all this titanium, and you got a big old fat piece of D2. So yeah, I mean, it's under 6. That's not unacceptable for me. And some guys go, pussy, you could carry an 8-ounce. Well, yeah, you could carry an 8-ounce. It might be a little bit beyond most people's EDC acceptability scale. But this, 5.7, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Good. And you know what? It's not like a total world destroyer if this knife gets lost or something, because it's not like you paid $350 for it. But it just feels good. It really does. Try that. Wow. Whew. Schlick, baby. All right. Thanks for joining me. I got to go play with knives. I can't do the camera thing all day. Oh, be aware. Got a table sale coming up in a few days. If you want on that buyer's list, the pre-sale list where you get a chance to buy these knives before they come up on my YouTube video sale, then let me know. Email me. My email address will be in the description box. And let me know you want to be on the buyer's list. And then I do a mass emailing out to all those guys, and I got like 60 of them so far. And then they get to pick and choose over the cool knives that'll be on sale during that table sale. And they'll snap up the bargains before the general public gets there. But you could be on that list. So let me know. It's all fun and games. Yeah, it is when you get these things in your hands. Wow, that's impressive. You know what we do? We love them knives. Stay sharp.